Thank you.
Awesome. Good morning, everybody. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. We are joined with Texas Gas Service, and we're really excited to be with two representatives from Texas Gas Service. We'll be getting started in just a second here. We hope you can join us to learn more from our chamber member. And again, we mentioned that we would be having a chat with some representatives of Texas Gas Service this morning, chamber member of the Westaco Chamber. So we're excited that those of you who can join us online will be with us to get to learn some more and also learn a little bit about what the Winter Texan Coffee Bar program is here at the Westaco Chamber of Commerce. And so I see a few people have joined us, and we can go ahead and get started for sake of time. And thank you again. My name is Barbara Garza. I'm the president and CEO for the Westaco Area Chamber of Commerce. Excited to be with you this morning, and always excited to have a chamber member with us sharing all the great work that they're doing for our communities and really across the state with Texas Gas Service and all the work that they do. So really excited that they're here. I just want to talk a little bit about some of the initiatives with the Westaco Chamber of Commerce. We have several programs going on. In fact, this week we have, this month has been a very busy month. We have a student leadership conference for our student leaders here in the community that will be taking place in this Friday. We also have an upcoming community fair that's going to be called La Cebollita, a version of our Texas Onion Fest. We're doing it mini because of, COVID and trying to keep people safe and limit these gatherings. So we've opted to move forward with an event called La Cebollita. So we hope you can join us on May 1st. That is an upcoming event here with the Westaco Chamber of Commerce. So what is the Winter Texan Coffee Bar? We actually partner with different members of the Westaco Chamber to sponsor this weekly event, which is a coffee bar here at the Westaco Chamber and Visitor Center. We invite anybody to come by and visit. Texas Gas Service has been so generous to provide some really fun promo items and giveaways for the community. And we encourage you to stop by the Visitor Center and pick some up and grab a cup of coffee on behalf of Texas Gas Service. So without further ado, I want to introduce our guests that are here with us this morning to share a little bit about themselves, what they do, and then we'll move forward with a presentation about Texas Gas Service. So I'm going to start with Ms. Danny Schrock. She's the Energy Efficiency Program Education Specialist. That is quite a title, Danny. I'm sure you do a lot for Texas Gas Service. So tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah. I am the education specialist. I have been with Texas Gas for over 4 years now. And I've been in the education or the energy efficiency program for about 3 years. And it is great because my background is actually in fundraising. So I am very, very excited to do energy efficiency.
Awesome. Well, awesome, Denny. Thank you for joining us. And again, spearheading a lot of this project and being a part of the Coffee Bar Sponsor Program. And also we have with us Ms. Christie Penders, who's the Public Relations Manager. Christie, thank you for joining us this morning, and from Austin, nonetheless. So please introduce yourself.
I love that you guys do this, and it's just a lot of fun to participate in events like this. In the virtual world, we got to do what we can, and I love this opportunity. We love getting down to the Rio Grande Valley, and our community relations manager, Naima Perales, is there, and I know she's very active, and so it's just fun to see all the different things that you guys are working on, and we appreciate you allowing us to be part of it.
Awesome. Thank you, Christy. And yes, you're right. And we want to make sure to give kudos to Naomi because she is such a hard worker and always involved in so many projects. And we're very fortunate to have her here in the Rio Grande Valley and be a part of the chamber and her level of involvement here in the Rio Grande Valley at large. So we're very grateful for her and all the work that she does. And again, we want to thank you for joining us this morning. And those of you who are on live, stay tuned. We're going to be learning more about Texas Gas Service. And if you have any questions, we invite you to leave any comments, and we'll be sharing those with the speakers as we move forward through the presentation. But again, thank you for joining us this morning. And if you're just jumping on, we are here this morning with Texas Gas Service representatives who are going to talk to us a little bit more about the work that they're doing. And they are this week's coffee bar sponsor. So we encourage you to stop by and visit the Westaco Chamber and Visitor Center. You can stop by, pick up a cup of coffee, pick up some nice goodies from Texas Gas Service, and also an informational bag about Westaco and the resources here in the community and across the Rio Grande Valley. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pass it to you, Danny, to start with the presentation.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And it's up and live, right?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
yeah, Texas Gas Service. So we are the Energy Efficiency Rebate Program. We are a customer-funded program. Let me move to the next slide. We launched in 2016, and it's available for all customers all Texas Gas customers within the 34 incorporated cities around the Rio Grande Valley. We have multiple programs, so commercial, which is multi-metered, so mostly your apartment complexes, as well as like laundromats and commercial buildings. We have a free equipment program and a residential program that also encompasses new construction. So rebates are available for our residential customers. So we have a water heater program, a clothes dryer program, a natural gas generator program, which is actually kind of new. It started last year, and then a cooktop and oven program. So this is for customers that have a home living in Texas Gas with Texas Gas Service, and they are retrofitting. So if you retrofit your water heater, you can get a $650 rebate. If you add a natural gas dryer with moisture sensor, you can get $225. If you buy a natural gas backup generator, you can get $500, and then also $100 for the stub and or installation of the range. Commercial customers, it's a little bit different. So it's up to 20% of the cost of equipment, but then also you can get $600 for each tankless natural gas dryer. We also have rebates on dryers, and then CNG, so newly converted natural gas natural gas vehicles. You can get $2,000 on that, or $3,000 on a refueling station. Our biggest rebate that we do is $400 for Energy Star ovens, fryers, griddles, and steam ovens, and that's for mostly restaurants. For new construction, we have a water heater program, a clothes dryer program, and a cooktop program. And so mostly you can get, well, most builders do $400 for a tankless natural gas heater. And then they usually do the natural gas dryer stub, and then a stub for the range. So in order to apply, you have to have a active Texas Gas Service account within the city limits. So if customers want to make sure that they are in the incorporated area, they need to look at their bill, and it'll say right here IS versus OS. You have to pay for the full cost of the purchase or installation of the new appliance, and they need to meet the city and state codes to install those appliances. And they have 180 days, so 6 months from installation. We also have a low-income free equipment program, and this is for less fortunate. So, elderly, mostly veterans, and mobility challenged customers. And they just need to register with our two partners right now are Hidalgo County and Cameron and Willisey. And they register with them, they get a referral, and it goes to our contact Tony. and then we will send out a contractor and actually replace the water heater or range or stove. Basic details, if funds are limited, it's a first come, first served basis. The rebates are not discounts on your bill, but they are issued as checks, and they can take up to eight weeks. And then also just check out our website and make sure that that things haven't changed.
Awesome. And I believe we put the website up on the screen for everybody. And if you are needing more information on how to access this, what you've just listened to in regard to Texas Gas services, visit their website for more information. And I saw Naomi posted that in the comments as well. Feel free to reach out to them and get more information on the different services that are available. And again, that website is up on your screen there.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, great. And then I think we're going to move on to the next part of the presentation here. So I think we're kicking it over to you. Is that right, Christie?
Yes, I'm going to handle our outreach on safe digging. So April is National Safe Digging Month. What that means is that we're doing outreach to make sure that our communities know all about safe digging practices and techniques. You always want to call 811 at least 48 hours before you dig. That's step number one and probably the most important thing to start with. Once you figured out where you're doing your project, you want to make that call. You can go online, Texas 811 also, and then you can also download the app and just do it over your phone. It's very simple, but it's so important because it'll have the utility companies notified. They'll go out and they will mark their lines. Danny, if you want to forward to the next one for me. You'll be able to see that the lines are marked with paint and or flags, depending on the location. Each color represents a different utility. So yellow is natural gas. And what that does is it signifies to you where the approximate location of the underground utility is so that you can avoid damaging it when you dig. If you're digging and you don't want to hit one, obviously for injuries, and you want to prevent outages, which it can affect more than just your home, or it can really have an outage to an entire neighborhood depending on what kind of damage is done. So just avoid that. Call 811. It's a free call. It's also a state law, which a lot of people don't realize, but you need to call and do that just ahead of time, and it makes everything a lot easier when you're digging. So if you're also hiring a contractor, you want to make sure that you see that they also mark the lines. If they don't make that call to 811 and the lines aren't marked, ask them, hey, stop digging, please. Let's make sure that we do the safe thing and protect ourselves and our communities. And you can flip to the next one. The tolerance zone is an area not a lot of people know about, but it is also part of the state law and the digging damage prevention area. The tolerance zone is the area located on each side of the pipe from the outer edge. And in Texas, it's 18 inches plus half the pipe diameter. And so in that area, you want to hand dig or use, soft digging measures, no mechanized equipment. That further protects the underground utilities so that you don't have issues. You want to go to the next one, please? So basic, just natural gas safety. If you're digging, or if you're in your neighborhood, or if you're in your home and you think you smell natural gas, use your senses. You smell, if you smell that rotten egg or pungent sulfur-like odor, that's often the sign that there might be a gas leak in the area. You can look if you see plants or grass dying in an otherwise very healthy area, that could be a sign. You can also listen. You can hear a hissing sound, whether it might be just a low sound, or if you just hear something out of the normal, I guess. That also could be a sign of a natural gas leak. So you want to flip to the next one. So what do you do if you smell gas? If you're digging or in your home, we ask that you leave the area immediately. Once you're a safe distance away from that area, call 911 and then call Texas Gas Service at our emergency number listed on the screen. You want to keep anyone else from entering the area unless they're an emergency responder. And if you have damage when you're digging, we ask that you please don't attempt to make repairs or cover the damage, because we want to be able to get there as does the fire department, to respond and assess the situation and see what we can do to correct everything. So again, these tips will just help you dig safely. We ask that when you're prepping your projects, you just plan a little bit ahead and make that call 48 hours, excluding weekends and holidays, so you can protect the underground pipelines, protecting yourself as well. And we appreciate your time. We love the Rio Grande Valley, and it's just a wonderful area. And I know Naomi's very active there. So Naomi, thank you for all that you do. And again, reach out if you have questions on the rebates or safety or anything else. We've created a website for Safe Dig Month called beadigherotexas.com. You can go on there, and we have just about a week left. You can take our quiz online and be in the running for a $100 gift card. And then we also have our website, texasgasservice.com, that has just a lot of information and really good tips for you. So thank you, guys.
Well, that was awesome. Thank you so much for that information. And those of you who are joining us online, that is up on the screen there. Go and check that website out, take the quiz, be a part of that giveaway. And I think it's just so important to know that. And I feel a lot of people that move forward with, projects at home don't sometimes consider some of these things that you have to be prepared for. So it's just really important to keep all that in mind. And like I said, you will see the website up here on your screen there. And Naomi has put that in the comments as well. So again, check that out. And again, we're very grateful to Texas Gas Service for being our coffee bar sponsor this week. We encourage you to stop by and visit with us. They have provided us with some information about Texas Gas Service and some really nice little goodies for you to pick up when you come in to grab your cup of coffee and learn more about the community and learn more about Texas Gas Service. And I just want to say thank you so much, ladies, for being a part of this and coming in and having these conversations with us. I feel like, it's really important that we remind the community about things like, the Safe Digging Month. I'm so happy that there's initiatives like that keep people up to date and even just sharing information like these special initiatives that you offer for, these communities that need the extra support, like the initiative that you mentioned, Danny. And so, if there's questions, we'd be happy to assist in any way that we can. If there's a specific question you have, feel free to reach the chamber and we will connect you with one of the representatives that's here with us, and we will send that information directly to them to follow up. So again, if there's anything that we can do, please connect with the chamber, and we're happy to support you in that process and get you in contact with Texas Gas Service. Anything else that you all want to share before we close up this morning? Any upcoming activities or events that you want to share?
Go
ahead.
The last thing I will say is we do have a May promotion. So we have an additional $100 a rebate for our natural gas dryers with a moisture sensor. So anybody that purchases a natural gas dryer in the month of May can get an additional $100. So that's $325 back for your natural gas dryer.
That's awesome. Well, good. Yeah. So that starts in May. So in the next week or so, if you're making that purchase, be ready and be on the lookout. Awesome. And Christy, you were going to mention something?
I was. So we also are very, very active on social media. So you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter. We have a YouTube channel, LinkedIn as well. We have job fair postings and various things that we continuously update. And then also we will be sending out some hurricane preparedness tips next month. We'll be posting those on the website and on social media as well. And that natural gas generator rebate could be very helpful for a lot of people. I know last year with the storm season the way it was, there were quite a few people that wished they'd had a natural gas generator. I was one of those in Austin during the February storms that wish I'd had one. So again, just some of those preparedness things with the hurricane season coming up too.
Yeah, and we keep hearing in the news that it's going to be another active hurricane season. So we really want to make sure that the community is prepared and aware and taking all actions now to start thinking about it, because sometimes you put it at the back of mind and start worrying about it a week before, but we really need to start preparing now and having these conversations of how to get ready. And I think that this is a perfect way to get that conversation started. So thank you for sharing that. And once again, thank you to those who've joined us online. this actually has been recorded and will be available to you if you'd like to go back and see those slides and get more information. We'll make that accessible to you as well. And I just want to say thank you, Danny and Christy, for being with us, and to Naomi for coming in and dropping off all the goodies for people to come by and pick up. And so anything that we can do for you all as your chamber, and please let us know. And we are very grateful to you for your time this morning.
Thank you. And we encourage people to reach out with anything that they need. So we appreciate all y'all do as well.
Definitely.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Have a great morning, everybody. And again, this information will be accessible to you. And we encourage you. I think we have a picture of the awesome table with little goodies that we'll put up. There it is. So come by, everybody. Come pick up some fun stuff. On behalf of Texas Gas Service, this week's coffee bar sponsor here at the Westaco Visitor Center and Chamber of Commerce. So once again, thank you so much. And we hope to see you here. Thank you again to our presenters. And have a great week, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks.